Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Push to Pass F1 podcast. Today is our Jeddah preview for the upcoming weekend. If you're wondering why these two race episodes are so close together, is because we had some technical difficulties when we went to record on Tuesday, so we are currently recording on Thursday, aren't we, Reef? Because someone's MacBook doesn't like to play ball, does it, Reef?
No.
So that's why the preview is coming out today, which will be Friday, and that's why our review went out yesterday, which is Thursday. So just so you're wondering that we're not slacking, and we do actually all appreciate you. So Reef, feelings on Jeddah? Fan, no fan, hate, love?
I don't really like it, but I appreciate that more often than not it gives a good race.
Good race to drive in the F1 game.
Yeah, no, it's
fun.
Big long straights and all that.
Usually has chaos.
I know, it's a modern circuit, and I don't love it, but it is catered towards like the modern cars and like the deep dives. Like there's that one tight hairpin which you can like sling it down.
F2's usually good there as well, isn't it?
Yeah, and I don't hate it. I'm probably overly critical of it.
Yeah, I think it's. I don't think it helps the fact it's in Saudi Arabia, and that sort of comes into like our sports journalist head, where
potentially there's a little bit of like prejudice towards that because
sports washing and that.
Yeah, but you know what? It's all right.
Nah, it's like. Don't get me wrong, we're not going to have like 80,000 overtakes and like 13 car battles for the lead, but there's usually chaos because more often than not there's a massive accident.
Fun. No, I think...
Remember Schumacher's crash?
Yes.
He had a big one.
That's an absolute doozy, that was.
There was the massive pile-up the 2021 year.
Obviously, Max and Lewis.
That
when he like slowed down.
I see a lot of people saying that's one of the best F1 races people have ever seen. I don't remember it being that good.
Nah, I think just context-wise, that was one of the dirtiest things I've ever seen.
Yeah, I think that was when like people realised that title fight had literally, the gloves had been like thrown in the bin.
Yeah, I can't believe like that was so bang out of order.
Then it's just everyone was watching it, just going like, "Oh,
he did just do that." Yeah.
Everyone's like, "Is that a replay?" Oh no, we're actually live. And then Yuka Joe Crofty being like, "He's gone into the back of him."
Absolutely mental.
I don't think we're going to see that this weekend, but I'm quietly optimistic about Jeddah.
Yeah, I'm intrigued to see how, speaking of him, how Max does this weekend. Because obviously he was bad in Bahrain. Similar tracks, I suppose.
Yeah, I'd say this is more like Suzuka, which might help.
I suppose so.
The Red Bull a bit.
There's long straights, tight corners.
Yeah, there's quite a few medium speed corners.
Okay, valid. I'm still interested to see how he does, because knowing Max now, he'll want to... Well, I mean, he wants to win every weekend, but this weekend will be quite pivotal. Especially for Mr. Piastri as well. Yeah,
I think he's going to be a favourite.
I think he walks in as the favourite. Rightly so at the moment, and if he wins, then that is like really interesting. That'd be 3 wins in 5 races.
Yeah, I think if he keeps up his momentum with another win, and potentially if Lando can't bounce back as much as he would, then I think it could start to paint a strong picture for Piastri for the rest of the year. Yeah,
I'm looking forward to it. I really am. What are your main narratives you'd like to look at going into the weekend?
How annoyed is Max Verstappen going to get with Red Bull? Because I think Max has kept he's bit his tongue quite a bit.
Yeah,
I think it's getting to the point where if he has a few more weekends where he's qualifying low and finishing low, he's literally just going to explode.
I don't think that we're at that stage yet.
No, I think we're a few but I think we can start to maybe see like we'll get like a radio message.
He has actually he has matured.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Not recently maybe, but I mean that's still definitely in there. Inside I imagine he's raging, but I think it's all about giving them time and just the Red Bull will come good eventually, just maybe not this year.
Other talk points. I'd like to see something from Sainz this weekend. We spoke in the review about how we like we think one good finish can sort of snowball into like 5 or 6 or a good run. So I think, obviously he didn't race there last year because he had appendicitis. But I think, if he picks up a solid result, then
what are his past performances like at Jeddah?
I know he didn't race last year because we had Ollie Behrman Super Sub.
Yeah, I'll have a look now.
I'm trying to think. 'Cause when did Jeddah was 2021 was the first year,
That was the
wasn't it?
first year that they did it, yeah.
And then 2022 was when Max and Charles were battling Ding Dong. And 2023 was when Sergio won it, I think.
Right, so since 21,
Not the best.
a third, a sixth, and a no drive. So he's pretty shit there, actually, to be honest.
Yeah,
But that Williams is quick, isn't it?
Oh yeah, it definitely looks pace. Just quickly, something I've just seen, whether this is true or not, is on my Twitter. Apparently Imola could be leaving F1 again after this year. Apparently Steph Woodman-Carley said that it's hard for him to justify holding 2 GPs in one country with the increasing demand from other countries to bring F1 over.
Why has America got 3 then? Shut up.
Yeah.
Well, to be honest, I don't mind Imola going just because it's too tight, it's too old.
Oh yeah.
I mean, maybe when the cars are smaller, it'd be more entertaining, but the cars are just too big. I mean, if they're struggling around Suzuka, then we got no hope for Imola.
Yeah. But
Be like a car park.
car park. Trying to think anything else coming into this weekend. Could we see a George contract announcement? Maybe.
Yeah.
That's something that's been talked about quite a lot in the news.
It's not exciting though, is it?
No, it's just...
I can't lie, I'm not like jumping up and down at a George Russell contract announcement.
No, but I think if he does, then it'll settle a lot of questions for next year's driver grid, which I can't really see changing that much.
I think Mercedes may struggle this weekend. I've got no reason to say that other than it's just a hunch. It is just a hunch.
Hate watch.
Not a hate watch necessarily. I don't know. I've just got a feeling that they might struggle.
I don't know whether it'll be them struggling or whether if they have a bad off result where they finish like P5 and P8 together, whether that's just where they are and they've been overperforming, or whether like it's just a reality check.
Yeah, maybe they won't be suited. I mean, we'll have to wait and see, obviously, but I can't really think of any other narratives. Maybe Yuki can build on a good Grand Prix.
Yeah. Maybe Alonso could finally score some points.
That would be one to watch, yeah.
That will never happen.
I mean, no one's there for Aston Martin this year, though. I mean,
No.
they're just there.
So let's get into our predictions. Qualifying top 3. Go.
It's really boring, but I think it'll be Piastri, Norris, Verstappen. I need to call him Vettel then.
Vettel comes back. I will go Piastri, Russell, Leclerc.
Interesting.
I'm going for another Lando stinker weekend.
Maybe.
I you know what we said with Sainz, one good result could sort of snowball into like a few good results. I feel like Lando has the potential to do the opposite.
Yeah, well, going off, I mean, we spoke about his post-quali quotes in our Bahrain review, but if he's got that attitude, then yeah, 100%. Stuff can pile on him, and he genuinely he might break, which
it's so harsh.
Yeah, I know it is bad. Like, we should just rename this to like the Lando Norris hate watch. But it isn't a hate watch. He just makes it too easy.
Yeah, it's not us being like too critical. I think it's Lando finally being treated in the light of how someone who's fighting for a world championship should be treated.
Yeah, you got to be.
In the sense, you have to be cutthroat.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, they've got the car, and that's what they need. So go get the results.
So race top 3. Go. Who's your P3? P3 for the race.
P3 for the race. I'm going to go with Max Verstappen.
You think Red Bull are going to be good?
I wouldn't say they were going to be good. I just think Max will have a better race.
Yeah.
As you said, Jeddah's a little bit like Suzuka. That made me think
it could play.
Be all right.
P3. Oh God. Give me. Oh, I'm gonna send it. Give me Kimi Antonelli.
Right. Okay. Moving on.
I've seen the light.
Second place.
Uh,
I'm gonna go with Lando Norris.
yeah, I'll go with Lando. I think he could have a bad qualifying, but I think he's shown in Bahrain that he could come back. I think P1 is quite universal.
Yeah, I think it'll be Piastri.
Oscar Pastry.
I mean, I don't think this is going to be the theme for the season. I don't think he's going to be winning most races. I really don't. Everyone will catch up. But just for now, Lando doesn't seem to be on it. Red Bull's struggling. I don't think the Mercedes quite have enough.
No, I think this is a perfect time for Piastri to stretch his legs.
Yeah, and he's a reliable set of hands. So I can see him winning this again. I think, saying that, I think he might struggle next week in Miami, though.
Yeah. God, Miami. I hate Miami.
Yeah, I hate Miami as well.
That's the end of triple header then, though, isn't it?
I knew Miami was going to be crap when they announced it, when I found out that they were painting the floor to look like
the harbour.
To look like a marina. Mate, at that point I knew it was all going to be false and
the
crap.
paddock inside a NFL stadium.
Yeah, I was going to say, yeah, it's in the Hard Rock Stadium, isn't it?
Yeah,
That's nonsense.
It's in the car park of the Hard Rock, and then the paddock's in the Hard Rock.
Just get rid of it. Blow it up.
You can't blow up Miami.
Blow it up.
No, I think Jeddah has the potential. Jeddah's a street track, so it has the potential to cause chaos. And I think historically it usually produces somewhat decent racing. But then next weekend in Miami, I have no hope whatsoever for anything good.
Neither. I think Miami will be a proper snooze fest.
It's a sprint weekend. And
Norris won at Miami last year, didn't he? I know this is a
yeah, because it was the
preview,
full Norris Trumps Verstappen thing, and people were calling Crofty like a Trump supporter and stuff like that.
Oh my god.
The race is on at 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
What? Sprint qualifying's on at 9:30 till 10:40.
This is for Jeddah, yeah?
No, this is for Miami. Jeddah is the race UK time is 6 p.m. Then qualifying is 6 p.m. till 7 p.m.
Is it sprint weekend or no?
No. The only sprint weekends this year are Miami. We had one in China, didn't we?
Yeah.
I want to say it's going to be Austria again.
Please get rid of sprint weekends.
I hate them.
You either do them every weekend or you don't do them at all. And you don't do them the way that they do them.
I thought they made Silverstone why have they made Spa a sprint? God, that's going to be horrific.
They're crap. Get rid of them.
Where's the other one? Azerbaijan? No. Match for Azerbaijan was a sprint race. Singapore? No. And Kota.
Okay. Well, that's that.
I've seen some. Brazil. Oh, they've made Brazil a sprint weekend.
That'd be fun.
Yeah, Brazil's just an anomaly track where everything seems to go well.
It's unreal.
And Qatar's a sprint. How many sprint weekends are we having? Christ alive. I've seen quite an interesting thing with the sprint. People are calling for changes to it.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I think we should just get rid of it. But if they're not going to get rid of it, don't have a sprint that means nothing.
Yeah, we've spoke about this before. I think the only way to do the sprint is go back to the old format.
Yeah.
Like, don't get me wrong, keep the... I'm fine with the sprint qualifying, and I'm fine with the less practice sessions, because I think that genuinely adds some, like, interest to a race, and it just spices it up. But don't do practice, sprint qualifying, then you've got to do the actual sprint, then you've got to do actual qualifying, then you've got to do the actual race. But then the sprint doesn't mean anything for the race.
Yeah, and at this point now, the way that they've got it, the only thing that it's really doing is just annoying the drivers.
Oh yeah, like if Lance Stroll absolutely yams her into the wall at turn 1 at 100 miles an hour, and he has to start last after qualifying on pole in sprint qualifying, then he should start last for the race.
Yeah, 100%.
And if we ever see Lance Stroll back on pole, then I will stop doing this podcast. Let's do a biggest good surprise for the weekend in header.
I think that Haas are going to get another double point score, which I know isn't a big surprise. But
I was going to say, is that a good surprise at this point?
No, I think it will be in the top 8, both of them.
Oh, okay. All right. Hear me out.
It's gonna be a stinker.
Gabby Bortoletto. No. Do you know what? Oh, I don't want to say that, actually. I was going to say do 1 points, but he's never raced Jersey. Bayman could actually do, because he was quite impressive last year, wasn't he?
That's my thinking.
Biggest good surprise.
Ocon nearly had a podium here.
Yeah, he got dragged to the line by Bottas, didn't he?
Yeah.
Do you know what? I'll have Yuki Tsunoda.
Doing what?
Top 6.
I'd be surprised.
Yeah, I'd be surprised because he finished 9th last week and 12th the week before. But, you know, well, I'm predicting a chaotic race. And when I mean chaotic, I'm predicting, like...
Pile-ups.
Yeah, and, like... but no, I could see Yuki just picking up, like, a P5 or something.
Fair. Can't argue it.
I'm changing my top 3. I want Yuki Tsunoda on pole and to win the race. Who's going to be your biggest flop? Biggest worst surprise?
Gabby Bortoletto. No.
He's going to finish P21.
No.
Is he washed? Are you going to finally admit it?
It's not looking good, is it?
It's looking awful.
I'm going to bet against my goat, and I'm going to say that Lewis Hamilton's going to not score points.
You were saying Lewis Hamilton's going to have a stinker.
Yeah, like a proper one, though.
Oh, proper rotter.
Yeah.
Biggest flop. Gimme. Oh, God, I don't know.
Gabby Bortoletto.
Because you can't even say, like, a Lawson anymore, because he's just...
That's just low-hanging fruit. That's just not fair.
That's an open goal.
Yeah.
Gimme. Alex Albon.
What? To be crap?
To not score points. And be awful and crash and kill Carlos Sainz.
Run over James Vowles.
And your Verstappen.
I can't decide if I like James Vowles.
I think he's just weird.
He's a bit odd.
He's like Ted Kravitz, isn't he?
Yeah, no, I like Ted Kravitz.
I like Ted Kravitz. He's just a bit mental.
Ted's Notebook.
I love watching The Notebook.
Mm.
He's him and Martin Brundle, and
they split opinion, don't they? People either love him or hate him.
Yeah, I think him, Martin Brundle, Crofty, and Bernie Collins are like the only good people in Sky Sports.
What do you think of Jolyon Palmer?
I like him.
I like Jolyon Palmer.
He's very good with like his
analysis.
Yeah, and like he's very good on like the tech. Don't get me wrong, he's not as strong as like a pundit in like the way he speaks, but he's very strong in like his technical insight.
Yeah, the one that I can't get behind because I feel like all he does is complain is Karun Shandok.
Yeah,
I'm saying that it's a bit harsh, but sometimes I just
Who
think
is the Sky F1 lineup?
I know. There's loads of them, isn't there?
Because they got rid of Paul di Resta, didn't they?
Yeah.
Jamie Chadwick's there this year.
Does she not race anymore?
She was doing Indy NXT, Indy Lights. Whether they're on like a break or something. Jenson Button, Nico Rosberg, and Jacques Villeneuve. I like Jenson Button. I like Nico Rosberg. Jacques Villeneuve's a dickhead.
Yeah, that's nightmare blunt rotation.
Pundits, right? So this is the pundits and the analysts are Martin Brundle, Jenson Button, Nico Rosberg, Jacques Villeneuve, Naomi Schiff, Bernie Collins, Karun Chandok, Danica Patrick, Jamie Chadwick, and Anthony Davidson.
Man, they got a load of crap ones, haven't they?
I like Martin Brundle. I like Jenson Button.
I like Anthony Davidson.
Yeah, he's good. He's a lot better than what Paul di Resta used to be. Presenters and reporters, Simon Lazenby I like. Natalie Pinkham I like. Ted Kravitz is good. Rachel Brooks is good. And Craig Slater's a bit weird, but...
I can't lie, I don't know who Craig Slater is.
Do you remember when we first went to Miami and he was lying on the floor in the marina proving it wasn't actual real water?
No.
He's got like a... Not a Scottish accent. I'm trying to think the accent he's got. He's got like a very strong English accent. He's quite older looking.
What's his name? Craig?
Craig Slater.
Oh, honestly, I don't think I've ever never heard of the bloke.
They've got Harry Benjamin for commentary. He used to be the BBC's commentator. He's good. I like him.
I've never seen this bloke in my life.
You've never heard of Craig Slater?
No.
This is all getting cut, don't worry.
Oh, God, yeah.
Yeah, he did this. He was proving that it wasn't real water.
Yeah. And that will be all from the Push to Pass F1 podcast.
Shut up. What's your random prediction for Jeddah?
My random prediction from Jeddah is Max Verstappen is going to have a spat over comms in the race, like a big one. One that's going to get clipped on Drive to Survive, and then they're going to use in like round 18. Nothing to do with Jeddah.
When Max has a puncture and he's saying his brakes aren't working. My random prediction, give me we have less than 15 cars finish the race.
Cool, yeah.
12,
I like that.
12-man pile-up turn 1. Kimi Antonelli to win. So that is it for our Jeddah preview for this upcoming weekend. We have both given our predictions, watched them be completely wrong, and we will review them next weekend and still call Gabby Bortoletto absolutely washed. If you have watched on YouTube, don't forget to drop us a like and a subscribe, and if you are listening on Spotify, give us a 5-star and drop us a follow. It hugely helps. I have been Max.
I've been Reef.
And this has been the Push to Pass F1 podcast.